Hey there, I'm going to show you how to make a really easy Amapiano beat that anyone can really make and it's going to sound dope. I'm Sir Classy and this is SC Hit the subscribe button and let's get started. So we're going to preview the beat first of all and then we're going to see how the whole parts came together. All right, so that's pretty much it. The rest of it just literally loops all around. So we're going to start with drums. I'm going to solo this right here. And with the drums, I start with the kick. And to get that soft classic Amapiano kick, I simply routed it to the mixer, right? And I took away a lot of the high end so it doesn't have that punchy feel, rather it to make it sound round and heavy in the deep end. And if I turn it off, so you can do this for literally almost any kick and you get that classic low end Amapiano kick. And next right here, I have my snare and percussion. And this is the pattern right here. So this is the snare I used and this percussion and a hand drum. Then next, what really ties it all together is the shaker loop, the classic Amapiano shaker loop. And when I play it all together, so over here, I have a snare roll that just really helped create more excitement in the beat, especially in the other half of the chorus in the hook. So I'm going to play it right here. So that just helps create more excitement in the other half of the chorus. And I did some chops right here just to help create something like a transition effect. So the chords are really simple, right? I used the classic C major. A lot of you know C major is just all the white keys, and these were the notes I played. I used Lounge Lizard, the default presets. I didn't do any tweaking or any routing to the mixer, just as it is, nothing special added. Then next right here, I have a vocal loop from Looperman. And this is how it sounds with the beat so far. So I can barely make a beat without adding a pad because it's kind of like a cheat code to make your beat sound fuller without playing any new melodies or thinking of any new melodies, right? So for the parts, these were the notes I played for the first half. Let me solo it. Just literally that. Then for the other half of it, I added just an extra notes on top. You can see C5, C6, C7, just layer different octaves, and this is how this part sounds. Then in context of the whole beat, this is how it sounds. Then next, I added ambient melodies. For the ambient melody, I used, pardon me. For the ambient melody, I used Analog Lab V to play it, the 80 pad concept preset under the pad types sub selection. And this is how it sounds. No effect running through it. And when I play with the beat, this is how it sounds. And then here we're going to come over to the kalimba pluck. This is a very popular sound for most African music, whether it's Afrobeat or Amapiano. It's very popular. And I used Purity to play it, the smallest presets. No tweaks were made. And this is how it sounds. They're essentially the same chord progression, but I just took out a note to this 3 notes, but these 2 notes. I just took out the extra notes here. So I just give it a different feel, and this is how it sounds. All right, then moving on to the bass line. The bass line was pretty simple. I kept it really simple, following the chord progression, right? And I used the stock plugin from FL Studio SimSynth, and this is how it sounds. Really deep and bass heavy, and I like using this bass a lot for most of my tracks these days. And with this song, this is how it sounds. So if you've been struggling with getting pro mixes, making better beats, recording vocals, I do offer one-on-one training. Yes, one-on-one training. And all you have to do is click the link in the description below that says one-on-one training. You fill a very simple form so I can help understand you better and what you need and how I can help you get there. So when you fill this form, I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible, and we can get started on your journey to making much better music in no time. Trust me, it doesn't have to be a hassle. Making music doesn't have to be a hassle. You don't have to spend many endless hours on YouTube looking for tutorials. With just a very short time, within about 4 to 6 weeks, roughly within that range, I can get you to your goals in no time. Yes, with money back guaranteed. So don't forget to click the link in the description after you're done with this video to fill up a form, and I'm going to get back to you pronto. All right, now let's get back to the tutorial. And then moving on to the log drum, which is the most exciting part for my piano most times, because everybody usually expects or anticipates for the log drum section to come in. You can see I have some notes here. That was because I tried to follow the notes from the chord progression, because now you can get a bit confused trying to get the perfect log drum. So pasting your chord progression in an empty sampler track it doesn't make a sound, right? So it makes it easy for you to just go in there and tweak it. So I'm going to play how it sounds. This is the log drum, by the way, the log drum pattern. So it's layered with Hive 808, the warm 808 bass presets. So I really love using that 808 bass a lot. It's really clean and it punches through the mix. And the log drum was from the FL Studio DX10 stock plugin. And this is how it sounds. Then over here, I have some things that make the beats a little bit more interesting, which are just the transitions. And for the transitions, I have a reverse cymbal. Then it goes on to a crash. Then right here, I have a reverse cymbal again, which leads up to a clap. And most times, for when I'm trying to have my transition elements, right, that's my drum rolls, my fills, and the rest, I like to make sure they come in within 4 or 8 bars interval, right? So it keeps the beats interesting and groovy, and it also helps the artist or the listener know that a new section is about to come in. All right, so now into the song structure is pretty basic. This is a very short song as well. The song is just about 2 minutes long, right? It doesn't stay too long. So I have an intro which is just 4 bar intro, then a verse which is 8 bars, then a hook which is 16 bars, but the hook breaks into 2 sections. There's the first 8 bars where that has the main hook where the artist may probably sing, then the other 8 bars where the beat really breaks down, maybe something like a chant from the artist comes in. So it's really basic. Then we have a bridge. Maybe we can do some vocal harmony or some guitar solo or something there. Just make it really exciting. Then it goes back into the verse again. That's the second verse. Then the hook just basically flips over. Now, rather than having a bridge right here, I just made it an outro instead. I hope this helps you in making better Amapiano beats. If it does, give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Cheers.